Hello again, everybody. This is John and Glenn with BestPriceNutrition.com. Today we're going to talk about the PES, or Performance Enhancing Supplement line, specifically the Alpha-T2, the Erase, and the Shift. So let's go ahead and run through them real quick, Glenn. Let's go through, dosage, what's in these products, some of the ingredients people may not be familiar with. Also, we get questions about what people can stack them with.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, first product, Alpha-T2. It's what they call their targeted fat destroyer. I guess you would call it a fat burner, metabolism booster. First ingredient is a thyroid hormone metabolite. It's 33-diodo-L-thyronine, which I guess you could call T2. It is a metabolite of T3, the thyroid hormone. What that's in there for is it's a non-stimulant. It can or will boost your thyroid hormone activity, so it can increase your metabolism, and also it can increase the upcoupling of proteins. And what that will do is cause your body to have an increased usage of fat as an energy source, or releasing fat, burning fat.
By increasing, it basically makes your body go through the Krebs cycle more frequently, right?
Yes.
An uncoupler.
Yes. I guess what I've always used to tell people about uncoupling is imagine sticking, pulling up to the gas pump and putting the hose into your tank and pouring gas in, but there's a hole in your gas tank. So it's going to continually flow. The gas is coming out of the tank, but you're still putting more in. So
your
that's
body's
like
working to replace it would be the idea.
Your body's, going to work to replace the ATP with body fat. So it takes the ATP from your body fat, puts it into the cell, and your body just releases that ATP.
Uncouplers in general, though, they're not necessarily the best for performance enhancement. It's more for getting lean would be the specific.
Yes.
They could actually, by using more ATP at rest, is actually it's counterproductive in terms of if you're a sprinter or you're trying to set lift records and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, so this is a supplement because of that thyroid hormone that's in there. You can get you could be tired and you could be lethargic from it. Not something you want to be taking, like John said, if you were an endurance athlete or somebody who's doing a lot of work. Next ingredient is methylsynephrine, which if you're familiar with when ephedrine was on the market, they said the next best thing was synephrine. The methylsynephrine is a more absorbable form of synephrine, or more bioavailable. That's in there like ephedra. It increases C-amp. It increases your burning of body fat, or increases your metabolism. And the next is something called ralwolsine hydrochloride. I think I said that right. It's also known as alpha-yohimbine, which is a form of yohimbe, or yohimbine, that doesn't cause an increase in blood pressure, because the original yohimbe can cause that. So people who have side effects to yohimbe may not have that side effect with the ralwolsine, or alpha-yohimbine. That's in there. Yohimbe's in a lot of products for not only metabolism boosting, but also sexual function.
Increased blood flow is the idea.
Increased blood flow, but also by increasing usage of fat as a fuel source.
Okay, so that was Alpha-T2. Again, it's probably best for somebody who's just trying to get lean, either for show, or you just want to get lean. You're not overly concerned with a little lethargy or performance enhancement problems in terms of losing a little bit of ATP. You may not even notice those effects. It's just something to keep in mind. Also, you could stack this with a fat burner or something stimulant based in order to counteract that feeling, or a pre-workout, something that has a lot of stimulants, 1 hour Jacked or any of those types that have a lot of stimulants to counteract the.
Yeah, you just wouldn't want to take it with another thyroid hormone.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, don't do that.
Don't want to do that, because you could possibly get too much.
That ingredient's also found in. Who else was making it?
iForce Nutrition makes one called TT33.
Which is one of the 2 ingredients in there, and then
I believe it's also in Phenerex from Gaspari, or there's a similar type ingredient in there.
So just as some references to where that ingredient is from. Next up, we have Erase, which is their anti-estrogen.
Yeah, it's known as a suicide aromatase inhibitor. What that means is your body produces testosterone, and you also have an enzyme called aromatase, which will cause testosterone to convert into estrogen. This inhibits that enzyme from working. It is a natural ingredient. Its chemical name is andros 3,5-diene-17-dione, which is also known as 7-oxygenated DHEA, or it's a metabolite of that. So it is natural occurring. Anecdotal evidence has shown that it can help decrease estrogen and increase testosterone, and also can decrease cortisol, which is a plus.
What does it mean when you say suicide? What is that specifically?
Yeah,
What's
I guess
the point of that adjective?
the term of suicide meaning, let's say you're on a cycle of something that causes your body to create estrogen, and you're noticing that. You could take this and notice effects within the first dose.
Okay.
It works relatively quickly, not something you have to take or build up in your body over a prolonged period of time. So this is something that you could take for a short period of time and get a result from.
And you could use this as a PCT, would be one specific use. Now, the ingredient itself, there's not anything peer-reviewed on it.
No.
So
we're
and usually when you get with ingredients like this that are anti-estrogen, there's really not much that's going to be out there in terms of third-party, peer-reviewed studies. So we're relying, somewhat hesitantly on anecdotal evidence, which we usually don't like to do, but when there's not anything else available, it's kind of what you have to do. So
you have to go with what you have. Yeah.
So and you could stack this just as with other natural testosterone boosters would be common, like like Allmax, TestoFX.
The test factor for molecular
nutrition, things like that, because you can lower estrogen, increase testosterone. That's kind of something you could stack with, so that hopefully answers the question on that one. And then finally is Shift, which is similar to the first one we reviewed, the Alpha-T2.
Yeah, this just contains the 3,3-diodo-L-thyronine, or the T2, the thyroid hormone, the metabolite of T3. I believe this was created as a fat burner or metabolism booster that doesn't have stimulants inside of it. So for people who don't like stimulants, who don't want that feeling, or don't like that feeling from caffeine or other stimulants, this would be for you. Or would be a good.
You don't have the alpha-yohimbe in there.
Yeah, there's no alpha-yohimbe and no synephrine, so you're not going to get a boost from that at all. What this could be stacked with, you could take it with a stimulant if you'd like.
Sure.
If you don't like the effects of the synephrine or the yohimbine, you could take it with straight caffeine or another fat burner that has stimulants inside of it. Again, just not another thyroid hormone compound, because you don't want to get too much of that.
Yeah, again, because of the lethargy and the things that we covered with the Alpha-T2. So, and then in terms of dosage, we'll just run by real quick here. There's 90 servings per container of this. It's one capsule, and what they're recommending is you take 1 to 2 capsules on an empty stomach before breakfast, and an additional capsule, 6 to 8 hours later. So you're going anywhere from 2 to 3 per day. So at worst, this is a month's supply.
Yeah, for the race, they're recommending there is 90 servings in here. They're saying 1 capsule 1 to 3 times daily. So you're looking anywhere from 1 to 3 capsules per day. I guess you could say you would take 1 pill 3 times per day, and that would last you a month.
Yeah, and again, we don't know what the half-life is or anything, so if it's even necessary to take it 3 times a day, again, we're relying on anecdotal evidence. So we repeat that because typically, if you watch our videos, that's typically not our thing. So,
okay, and then the final is the Shift. There is 90 capsules inside here also. It says take 2 capsules in the morning and 1 capsule 6 to 8 hours later. So again, this would be 3 per day. So this is also a month's supply.
So, okay, well, I hope we answered all your questions. If you have any questions, please go ahead and post them in the comments section of the blog or the videos. Also, you could find us at facebook.com/BestPriceNutrition. Thank you.